find out who she is to me.
You went to his office?
Yes.
And?
Solape, let me explain.
I am a student. I am a lawyer, Emeka. I deal in facts.
Solape saw her on a Thursday. She had not been looking for anything. She was at a client lunch in Victoria Island, half listening to a conversation about a property dispute, when something made her eyes drift to the restaurant entrance. Emeka walked in. She almost smiled. Then she saw the woman beside him. Tall, caramel skin, long black hair, a red dress, but understood exactly what it was doing. She was laughing at something Emeka had said, her hand resting on his arm with the particular ease of a woman who had been touching that arm for a very long time. Solape set down her fork. She watched Emeka pull out the woman's chair. She watched him lean close and say something in her ear. She watched the woman's hand find his across the table and stay there. She watched him not look up once. Solape's client was still talking. She nodded at the right moment. She paid the bill early, excused herself calmly, walked to her car with her spine straight and her face composed and her hands completely steady. She sat in the driver's seat. She pulled out her phone. She opened her last conversation with Emeka, read his last message. "You are the most interesting woman I have met in a long time, Solape. I mean that." She read it twice. Then she opened her contacts and called Tumi. "I need you to find out who a woman named Zara is, and I need you to do it today." Tumi called back in 4 hours. Solape was still in the office, staring at a contract she had read 6 times without absorbing a single clause when her phone rang. Zara Mensah, Tumi said, no preamble. Ghanaian, based in Accra, founder of a luxury interior design company with offices in Accra and London. A pause. She and Emeka Osei have been together for 3 years, Solape. They were photographed at his company's annual gala in Accra 4 months ago, together. It is on his company's Instagram page. The office went very quiet. His company Instagram, Solape repeated. Yes, not a rumor, not a gossip blog. His own company page, tagged together. She is in 3 of the pictures. Solape stood up from her desk and walked to the window. Lagos spread itself below her, indifferent, enormous, humming with the noise of a million lives moving forward. He told me he had no entanglements. He was not at his desk when she arrived in the building. She knocked on 4B once, twice, nothing. She was turning to leave when the elevator opened and he stepped out, a paper bag in his hand, stopping when he saw her face. He read it immediately. "You know," he said. "About Zara Mensah, yes." She looked at him steadily. "Did you know?" He was quiet for exactly too long to answer. "Dara, I found out 2 weeks ago," he said quietly. "I have a contact in Accra. When you came back from the gala, when I heard you through the wall, I made some calls. 2 weeks ago." Her voice did not rise. It went very still instead, which was worse. "You knew for 2 weeks." He tried to find the right way to tell you. "There is no right way. There is just telling me." He looked at the paper bag in his hand, set it down against the wall. "I went to his office, Solape." She stared at him. "Last week, I went to his Lagos office and I told him I knew about Zara. I told him to stay away from you." The corridor was completely silent. "What did you say?" she whispered. "He threatened to have me removed from the building." His jaw was set. "I don't care about the job. I never did. I cared about..." He stopped. He did not finish the sentence. He didn't need to. She found out the next morning. A message came through her law firm's general email at 7:43 a.m. Short direct. No pleasantries. Miss Arowolo, my name is Zara Mensah. I believe you have been spending time with my partner, Emeka Osi. I need to speak with you. Not to accuse you. You did nothing wrong. To warn you. He has done this before. Please call me. A number followed. Solape picked up her phone. She dialed the number. It rang twice. Miss Arowolo, Zara's voice was calm and exhausted in the way of someone who had been holding something together for too long. Thank you for calling. Solape said, tell me everything. And Zara did. She met Emeka at the same Victoria Island restaurant. His choice, his suggestion. He had texted that morning as if nothing had shifted. Warm, confident, asking if she was free for dinner. She had said yes without hesitation. He was already seated when she arrived. Dark suit, no tie. That smile crossing his face as she walked toward him, the one that knew exactly what it was doing. I am a lawyer. I deal in facts. Here are the facts. You have been with Zara Mensah for 3 years. You told me you had no entanglements. You pursued me deliberately, knowing exactly what I was looking for, because you are very good at becoming exactly what a woman wants to see. She picked up her bag. She stood. I spent 12 years waiting for a perfect man. I should have been looking for a real one. She left without looking back.
I needed more time. Please, you have to understand.
I gave you time. Your excuses are finished.
I have made my decision, and it is final.
Please, we can still talk.
I have made my decision, and it is final.
Please, we can still talk.
I needed to wait, so you knew exactly how long you'd wasted. Now, it's done.
Wait, don't leave. Please, no.
Three things happened in the same week. Emeka Ose sent 2 messages she did not open and then went silent. She did not feel what she expected to feel about this. No grief, no relief, only a flat, quiet clarity, like a room after furniture has been removed. Her mother was moved to a private facility. The treatment was responding. The doctor used the word encouraging with a caution that suggested he meant it. Solape sat beside her bed on Wednesday evening and held her hand and did not say anything about Emeka or letters or any of it. She just sat there. Her mother fell asleep holding her hand and Solape stayed until midnight. And Dara received formal notice that his position as building manager was being terminated. Emeka had made good on his threat. She found out from the building's group chat a brief message from the management company announcing a transition in property management. Professional, bloodless, the kind of message that erased a person without mentioning their name. She stood in her kitchen reading it. She thought about Dara going to Emeka's office alone. No leverage, no protection, nothing but the intention of standing between her and something harmful. She put her phone down. She walked to her door. She knocked on 4B. He opened the door with boxes behind him, half packed, a week's worth of quiet dismantling visible over his shoulder. The sparse apartment even sparser now, the stacked files gone, the small rug rolled up against the wall. "You're leaving," she said. "I have to be out by Friday." She looked at him, really looked at him, the way she had never permitted herself to before. The careful face, the steady eyes, the man who had come here because her mother asked him to, who stayed because something in him decided to, who walked into Emeka Ose's office with nothing to offer except the truth and walked out having lost his income. "I owe you an apology," she said. "You don't?" "I do." She held his gaze. "I spent 12 years building a list of everything I wanted in a man. 14 points. I knew them by heart. I could recite them like scripture." She paused. "Not one of them was on that list. Not the quiet that makes a room feel safe. Not the loyalty that costs something. Not... She stopped, steadied herself. Not you. Dara said nothing. I'm not asking you to stay because I've suddenly realized something romantic. I'm asking you to stay because I think I have been the biggest fool in Lagos for 2 years, and I would like the chance to be less of one. The corridor was silent. He looked at her for a long time. Then he picked up the box nearest him and put it back down. I'll make tea, he said quietly. She walked in. The door closed behind her. And for the first time in 12 years, Solape Arowolo was exactly where she was supposed to be. Not because a man was perfect, but because she had finally stopped needing him to be.